how to create animated videos using Canva for free. Hey guys, in this video, we'll walk you through how to create animated videos using Canva. And the best part? It's completely free and beginner-friendly. You don't need any prior experience to turn static designs into engaging, eye-catching animations with ease. Whether you're making videos for social media, advertisements, or presentations, this step-by-step guide will help you get started quickly. But before we dive in, if you're new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe for more helpful tutorials just like this one. Now to begin, head over to canva.com and log into your account to access all the available features. Next, we need to create a new blank design to start working on our animation. Since we're making an animated video, we'll navigate to the video section and select it. Once you click on the video option, Canva will prompt you to choose a resolution based on the type of video you want to create. You can select from YouTube videos, Facebook videos, Instagram stories, and many other formats. Take a moment to pick the resolution that best suits your needs before moving on to the next step. Now that we have a blank video canvas, it's time to start building our animation. On the left side of the screen, you'll find the Elements tab. This is where we can access various design elements like shapes, graphics, and backgrounds. To begin, we need to add a background for our animation. Click on the Elements tab to open it, and then use the search bar to find a background that fits your project. For this example, I'll be using a cityscape background, so I'll type city into the search bar and browse through the available options. If you have a specific background in mind for your animation, you can easily search for it within the Elements tab on Canva. Whether you're looking for a forest, nature, winter, or cityscape background, simply enter the keyword related to the scene you're envisioning into the search bar. To narrow down your results and make sure you're getting the best options, click on the Graphics section. This will filter the results to show high-quality, animated backgrounds that are perfect for your video. While Canva has a great selection of backgrounds to choose from, if you can't find the exact one you're looking for, don't worry. You can always search on Google. Open your browser, head to google.com, and search for something like Cartoon City Background Photo or any other type of background that fits your project. Google will provide you with a variety of images that you can download directly to your computer and then upload them into Canva for your design. Once you've selected the perfect background, whether from Canva's library or a photo you found on Google, simply drag it onto the canvas. You'll want to resize the image so it covers the entire page, making sure it fills up the whole space for your animation. And just like that, you've completed the first step in setting up your animation. Now that we've got our background in place, let's move on to adding objects and characters to bring the scene to life. Open the Elements tab again and search for various objects like people, cars, or any other elements that will enhance your animation. For this specific project, I'm going to add a person walking. To do this, I'll type man walking or person walking into the search bar. Once again, I'll tap on the Graphics section to filter the results and see all the animated stickers available. This is where you can find a variety of animated characters that will move and interact with your scene, adding a dynamic feel to your video. I'll browse through the options and choose this sticker. I think it will work well for this animation. Simply click on the sticker and drag it onto the canvas. You can resize it, position it anywhere on the screen, and adjust it until it looks perfect for your project. I've positioned the woman on the right side of the screen, and she looks like she's walking. But there's a problem. She's not actually moving. She's just standing in place. To fix this, we need to animate her walking across the screen. Follow along as I show you how to do it step by step. First, click on the sticker to select it. At the top of the screen, you'll see a small button labeled Animate. Click on it. This will open a side menu on the left where you'll find several animation options. The one we need is called Create an Animation, which allows us to create a custom movement path for our character. Once you select this option, Canva will provide instructions on how to animate the element. According to the instructions, holding the Shift key while dragging the sticker will ensure that the movement stays in a straight line. While you can move your element in any direction, I want my character to move smoothly from right to left, so I'll hold the Shift key and carefully drag the sticker across the screen. Now the animation is applied and the person is walking, but there's one issue. The movement looks a little inconsistent or unnatural. To fix this, we need to adjust the movement style. Look at the left side menu again, and under the animation settings, you'll find an option for movement style. Select Steady, as this will ensure that the character moves at a smooth and consistent pace. Now the animation looks much better. The person is walking naturally across the screen, and the motion is fluid and realistic. Now that our character is moving smoothly, it's time to animate the background to create a more immersive effect. By making the background move, we can give the illusion that the character is walking through a real environment rather than just staying in place. To begin, I'll duplicate the character from the first animation and place it on a new slide. This helps maintain consistency throughout the video. Since I want the animation to look more engaging, I'll also resize the character slightly, making it a bit larger so that it fits better with the background I'll be using. Next, I need to add a new background image where the character will be walking. Once I've selected the image, I'll place it onto the design. However, an important step here is to send the background to the back so it doesn't cover the character. To do this, I'll right-click on the image, find the Layer option, and then select Send to Back. This ensures that our background stays behind all the other elements in the scene. For the animation to look smooth, we need the background to be larger than the design canvas. Since we'll be moving the background from one side to the other, it's essential to resize it significantly, around 2 to 3 times bigger than the canvas. This will allow for a continuous movement effect without the background cutting off suddenly. Now let's animate the background. Click on the background image to select it. At the top of the screen, find and click on the Animate button. In the Animation menu, choose Custom Animation to create a unique movement effect. Just like before, hold the Shift key while dragging the background from right to left. This ensures that the motion remains smooth and straight. Once the animation is applied, adjust the speed slider on the left-hand side to make the movement faster or slower, depending on what looks best. Lastly, change the movement style to steady, as this will ensure a consistent, natural motion. Now, our background is fully animated, and when played together with the walking character, it creates a realistic movement effect where the character appears to be walking through the scene. Now that we have a moving character and background, let's take things a step further by adding smooth transitions between scenes. This will make the animation feel more polished and professional. For this next part, I'll be using a farm-themed background as an example. You can pick any background that fits your video theme. Insert the new background image into the design. Just like before, resize the image to make it slightly larger than the design canvas. This ensures smooth animation. Click on the background image, then tap on the Animate button at the top of the screen. Select Custom Animation, just like we did earlier. Hold down the Shift key and drag the image from right to left to maintain a straight movement path. Now, when transitioning from one scene to another, we'll have a smooth, continuous motion, making the animation look seamless and professional. The animation is coming together nicely. At this point, we need to adjust the speed of the background movement to ensure it looks smooth and natural. To do this, I'll use the speed slider on the left side of the screen. If I want the background to move faster, I'll increase the speed. If I want it to appear more gradual and natural, I'll slow it down slightly. Finding the right balance is key, so I'll adjust it until it looks just right. Additionally, I'll make sure the movement style is set to steady so that the animation remains consistent without any sudden jumps. This small tweak will make a big difference in making the animation look more professional and fluid. Now I'll shorten the clip to keep the animation snappy and engaging. Click on the video timeline at the bottom. Drag the right edge of the clip to adjust its length. I'll set it to around 4 seconds, which keeps the scene dynamic without dragging on too long. To make the scene more visually appealing, I'll add a tractor with a farmer driving it. Open the Elements section and search for a tractor sticker. Find one with an animated effect and drag it into the design. Since I want the tractor to be facing the opposite direction, I'll flip it horizontally using the flip tool at the top. Finally, I'll position the tractor on the road, making sure it fits well with the background. Next, I need to duplicate this scene to continue the animation smoothly. Instead of starting from scratch, I'll right-click on the current page and select Duplicate Page. This creates an exact copy of the first video, which will help in keeping consistency between scenes. Before moving forward, I'll make a quick adjustment. I'll slightly enlarge the background image to ensure that the movement continues naturally in the next scene. To do this, I'll select the background, then drag its edges outward, making it a little bigger than before. At this point, the animation is looking great. The character is walking, the background is moving, and additional elements like the tractor make the scene more engaging. Now let's move on to refining the final transitions. Before wrapping up, I'll adjust the size of the tractor to ensure it fits well within the scene. Click on the tractor sticker to select it. Resize it by dragging one of the corners outward, making it slightly larger so it stands out more. Position it on the right side of the screen, ensuring it looks natural within the background. Now it's time to add a smooth transition to make the animation flow seamlessly from one scene to the next. To add a smooth transition between your video clips, locate the small icon between the two clips in the timeline. Click on this icon and it will open the Transitions panel on the left side of your screen. Browse through the available options to find a transition that fits well with the overall vibe of your animation. For a professional and seamless flow between clips, I personally recommend using the Match and Move transition. It works great to ensure your animation has a smooth and cohesive feel. Next, adjust the duration of the transition to your liking. I typically set it to around 2 seconds to maintain a smooth and visually appealing transition. Once applied, preview the animation and you'll notice how the transition adds a polished, engaging effect to the overall video. It's a simple touch that makes your animation feel much more professional. Clinically, that's a wrap. I've successfully shown you how to create an animated video using Canva, and the best part is that this method is completely free and perfect for beginners. If you found this tutorial helpful, I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments. If you have any questions or suggestions about this process, don't hesitate to ask, and I'll be more than happy to assist you. Before you go, make sure to hit that like button and let me know what kind of animation you're planning to create. I might even base a future tutorial on your ideas. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.